Alrighty, we're live,
Hello.
I think.
Mark's gonna do his checks.
Let's make sure that we are live. Live, and yep, looks like it's good. If anybody's in here, you can let us know if the audio looks okay or the audio sounds good, video is okay. So, as you can see, we are in a little bit of a different setup.
Yes.
This is not, we normally are like face up to this wall, but
yeah, so if you're new here, welcome. Hit the subscribe button. If you are OG, been here for a while, welcome back. You might notice things look a little bit different. We are experimenting with some new things, and one of those things is redoing the studio. So
Al's here.
Hi, Al.
What's up, Al?
Good to see you.
I miss you, buddy. Yeah, it's been a while since we hung out. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're going to be doing some changes to our studio and making things look a little better, sound a little better. So we're kind of in like a transition phase right now, but
yeah, we're gonna do some major changes. This room is gonna look completely different. We're gonna take it a lot more serious and actually start to invest in the YouTube channel a little bit. Alrighty, cool.
So a couple announcements before we get started. We have some new content on the channel, so I don't know if you guys have seen, but Mark has released a really cool spline tutorial. We're going to be doing more animation stuff on the channel, so check that out. He did a really cool video animating a rock poster, so check that out. We're going to do more videos like that. And if you have been around for a while, you might know that we have a travel blog. We've had it since 2018, and we've kind of let it fall off, especially after the pandemic. We were just kind of like over it, but we brought it back. It's completely redesigned, and we launched it yesterday. So check that out, mustlovetraveling.com. And we do plan to post some more travel content on our YouTube channel. At the end of the day, we don't want to just be the website tutorial channel. We do a lot more things. We have a lot more interest, and travel is one of those things that we're super interested in and is a big part of our life. So we want to incorporate more of that on the channel. We're going to maybe do some stuff like tech and travel, things that you can do to be a digital nomad, stuff like that. Probably going to be shorts at first. Maybe we'll do some long form content in the future, but I think I'm going to focus on shorts right now. So look for that as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, lots of cool things happening.
So yeah, we wanted to make this video because Birds, our Philadelphia Eagles, are going to the Super Bowl again. So that's pretty cool. So that's why we wanted to make this video, is to kind of
yeah, we're excited. We're not huge football fans, but you know, we are from Philadelphia, and of course we support the Eagles and we want them to win. So we just wanted to make a quick fun video, do something a little different, but you know, still focused on design and branding. This has no effect on like what we think about the teams or
the cities,
the cities, anything like that. This is purely for fun. None of this really matters, and this is just our opinion about the actual logo designs, not the teams or the players or anything. So don't come at us saying that, oh, you don't like this team or whatever. We don't really care.
We don't really watch football too much. I only watch football when a team that, like Philly Eagles or whatever, if they're going to the Super Bowl, whatever, I'll start to watch. So I've only watched the last 2 or 3 games. So that's kind of where I stand on sports. All right.
At the end of the day, this is all just for fun. We're not dissing your town, your city, your team. So
all right, let's jump into I
This
think,
is what happens when you go
yeah.
live.
Oh man, I think we just let me see if this is coming through now. Fun stuff. Let me see if that's going through. Let us know if the audio is coming through now. It should be, but
This is what happens.
yeah. Damn it. All right. That sucked. Everything we set up until recently is not on the feed. Okay. Well, I learned that if you click hide from stream on this platform,
just leave it alone.
Yeah, I know. I totally messed that one up. We ran into a lot of technical issues getting this video up, to be honest with you. So it's where we're at now is they didn't hear anything. So basically, we put the Jets in the middle because we kind of agreed that it's an odd shape. It has like a football shape rather than more of an oval like the Packers right here.
Yeah, which I get, but it just feels like it's not perfectly like symmetrical.
Yeah.
We like the Dolphins, even though it has like a little bit of a 90s feel. It's kind of cool and vintage, and it makes sense because the sun for Florida, Dolphin,
Yep.
Name of the team.
And they haven't really changed it up too much, so they kind of stuck with the original look.
And then we're getting
we're on the Commanders.
The Commanders.
Yeah.
And to me, I just don't really get it. I mean, Washington, I guess that makes sense to have a W, but I feel like they could have done more with it. So
you're going D. I'm going D.
Yeah.
Okay. Not the worst, not the best. Yeah.
Steelers.
Have they really even changed much? I know
yes,
when
have.
I looked, it used to be like a mill or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Steel mill.
Yeah, it was something.
I actually think the Steelers logo is cool.
Yeah,
I know that they're like a competitor.
Yeah, I don't really care about that. Yeah. I would go with A.
Yeah, I like that one.
I like A. A is good.
It's cool, simple. You can put it on anything.
Yeah. All right, so here we are with the Rams, right? This is the newest.
Rams, yeah. I think this one is awesome because it's the letters L and A, but then it actually looks like a ram. Mm-hmm. The way that they did it. I think that's one of my favorite ones.
But on their helmet, does it still say LA in it? Or did they just? I haven't really.
I'm not sure.
We just played them. We should know that.
I can't remember what it looked like.
I'm going
focused on the
A
Eagles.
or B. What do you think?
I would say that's my favorite one. That's going up to S. Personally, I like that one, but
yeah, I can.
That's my favorite because I think it's the most creative one.
Yeah. All right, the San Francisco 49ers, they haven't really changed too much either. And they're kind of going with the oval look, just kind of like the Packers.
Yeah. This one, I feel like it's like okay. C. It's cool, but it's not my favorite out of all of them. You know, it's just letters.
Yeah.
Which is fine, but yeah.
C?
Sure.
Hold on, this Jets one drive me crazy. Where do you want to put it? C or B?
Okay, fine.
C? Because it's like I was bumping into some issues there. Okay. All right, the Eagles, of course. S, way up here. No. The thing I did like about the Eagles is you could flip it horizontal. Like you could do a flip right here, and it looks fine too, which is kind of cool.
Which, I mean, a lot of them do that.
So in Photoshop, like I could just right-click, flip horizontal, and it still works well. You can't do that with something like the Raiders, the New York Giants, anything that has like words in it or letters, it's not going to work. So,
it's more versatile, which is good. It obviously looks like an eagle. It's strong. It looks kind of intimidating. I think it's cool.
I would say A or B.
Yeah,
it's not like the best one. But
yeah, I'd give it.
You want to go A?
An A.
And they're also our team, but that doesn't really matter too much. All right, the Raiders, I always thought looked cool. They haven't really changed up too much, I don't think either, really.
No.
Even after they got transferred over.
Yeah, they still kind of kept everything the same.
It's funny because I always compare them to the Bucks because I feel like the Bucks kind of took that look, with the skull or the face, and then you have the sword. They literally just kind of stole that look. So I would give more weight to the Raiders because they're original than the Bucks.
Yeah,
the Bucks
I agree.
Clearly just kind of stole that.
Yeah.
I'll go with B. Do you want to do B?
B or C, yeah. I think, that one's pretty cool.
Okay.
I don't get the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah, I was a little confused, and I think it's supposed to be a comet, and then the T, Tennessee. So I don't know if there's much more to this. It's supposed to be fire. I'm not sure. It's okay. I would give it like a C or D.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
D.
D.
Yeah.
I don't really like it.
Yeah.
I don't really understand it, but maybe I just don't know enough about.
Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of these teams, since there's 32 of them, like we don't know all the back history of them, of course. So
I just don't. I don't understand how like flames or a whatever, like how that has to do with a Titan. I don't know.
All right, this one right here, I personally think is one of the worst.
Really?
Yeah, I hate it.
I like it. I think it's like classic. I mean, when you think about like New York teams, you have
the Yankees.
You have the Giants. Like, to me, like everybody would recognize that because it's
thinking about logos, since we do logos, it should look good on a black background like this, or dark background and a light. It's kind of failing here. Like, it's hard to read. Like, there's a reason why these little logos pop. So I think because it's not flexible when it comes to like backgrounds, unless they have like a white version.
I'm sure that they do.
Yeah,
like we just don't. We just pick
them. And I just don't. They literally. I feel like it's kind of like the old school way of doing a logo. It's like, okay, let's grab an element, just like stretch it to the end. Like what?
I kind of think that it works. Personally, I think
so.
It works.
I personally would say E. You would say what? We'll meet in the middle somewhere.
I would give it like an A or a B, honestly. Wow. I think it's like super recognizable.
So C is right in the middle.
Okay. Go with C. I guess we don't agree on
That's
that
how
one
we, yeah,
at all.
I would have thrown this one way down here in the garbage. Actually, you know what? Let me throw it in the garbage bin real quick.
Oh my God.
All right, the Buccaneer. So I'm originally from Tampa. I grew up with the old school one, the orange.
The old one I hated, and I don't really like this one that much either.
The thing I don't like about this one is, why did they have to put it in a flag? So when it's on the helmet, it doesn't look great. Like, honestly, like it's like a flag on a helmet with a skull in the middle.
I think if they had just
there's too much going on,
and that I think would be cool. Like, I don't think they really need the flag.
The flag, and it's because down in Tampa there's Gasparilla.
Right.
It's like a big parade.
I get that, but you still get the pirate theme.
I think they could have. Yeah, I agree. I think they dropped the flag nonsense because it just doesn't. You could see a lot of these other ones have simplified it. The Eagles is a good one.
Yeah.
The Seahawks, like, just keep it a logo. Like, why do you have you basically have a logo and a logo? That's the way I see it. Or like, I'm gonna go with D.
Yeah,
is that what you want to put it?
I'm not like a huge fan of it.
Yeah. All right, cool. The Lions is pretty cool.
I like the Lions one. I like that it can work.
You can
both
flip it.
ways. You can flip it. I don't necessarily like that white stroke around it, but
we did look that up. They do have the stroke on everything, so it's a heavy stroke. So it's almost like someone back in the day was like, "Hey, we can add a stroke to something."
I mean, I do think it's cool. You obviously know what it is as soon as you look at it, which is huge. I would give it like an A or a B. Not my favorite one, but I think it's good.
Yeah, I think we can go with B. Because I was going to say C, but that's like a good middle ground. Yeah. All right, the Packers is really simple
but effective, like instantly recognizable. Like, they did a good job with it. I think it's an A.
Yeah.
Personally, I like that one a lot.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's very much like, it does look like a football. They went with the football kind of look, I think.
Mm-hmm.
They did it much better than the Jets. Like, every time I look at the Jets, I can't not look at how that's not a perfect like oval. It's driving me crazy. B or A? What do you think?
I like that one personally. Right. Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of like a car logo. Like that could go on a car.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh yeah, like hold on. I'm gonna see if I can pop up a comment
chat.
here. Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, we pooped.
Graded my Bucks.
Oh, I thought you said pooped. It popped in.
Oh my God.
Yep, the Bucks is a D because it's too much in my opinion. Like,
wait, you missed the beginning. This has nothing to do with the teams and how we feel about the teams. This is simply just the logo designs.
I think that
we have nothing against the Bucks or any other team.
I think if they dropped the flag and all that nonsense, it would be an A or B at least, because it's not great. Okay, so we're still on the stream. All right, well, we learned that when you switch screens, you lose the audio. So
okay,
we should be good, I hope. All right, so this one I thought was pretty cool. This is one of the newer
I really
ones,
like this one. This is a Houston
Houston.
Texans. I mean, the Texas flag has the red and blue and white with the star.
Yeah.
I think this is so cool. And like the longhorn.
I think the one cool thing I did like about it, it's like the only one that's kind of like a little bit three-dimensional. Like it's tilted and like distorted a little bit, so it's not the flat logo like everybody else's. I feel like they're kind of being a little bit different.
Yeah.
And you know what? Let me see if
this
you
is a cool one.
Can you flip it horizontal? So
yeah.
It still works like that, right?
It kind of still works.
I don't think I've never seen it like in that shape going left.
I think the reason is because of the Texas. If you look at the Texas flag, it mimics that. But I think it's like it incorporated so much of Texas.
Yeah.
That's what I like about it. So I would give that one an S. Yeah, okay, yeah. That's one of my favorite ones.
Yeah.
This one I hate.
Yeah, the Jacksonville Jaguars. It feels very much 90s still. It reminds me
too literal.
It reminds me of the Panthers logo.
But the Panthers logo I think is better. We'll get to that one eventually.
No, I'm talking about the hockey team.
Oh, the hockey team?
Doesn't that have like that same look where they have their mouth open?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of I don't know. To me it's too literal. I don't really like this one.
Well, if you want to go literal, like the Eagles is an eagle. Same thing.
Yeah, true. But
I
guess maybe like we need to see like their other stuff, because like do they have like just a text that says like Jacksonville Jaguars? Because I feel like it's just I don't know. Yeah. I just don't really like it.
I'll go with like a C or D.
Yeah.
What do you want to put it? C, D, D. You weren't really feeling it, huh?
Not feeling it.
All right, the Colts.
I like this one.
Well, explain it, because I don't understand. It's a horseshoe.
Yeah, it's a horseshoe.
What does that got to do with Indianapolis?
They're the Indianapolis Colts, so the horseshoe. Okay. Like it makes sense.
Okay, I never quite understood. I never really understood that, but I mean, it's from what I remember as like a kid. I don't think they've changed it much.
Yeah.
It's just a horseshoe.
It has staying power. You know.
I don't know. I say like a D or an E.
Really? I think it's so funny how different we are.
Yeah.
I think this one is cool. I like the simplicity of it. I think it's like I would give it like a B.
So you want to meet in the middle?
Sure. Okay.
All right, Kansas City trash, because they're going after our Eagles. But I don't know, they're okay. Like sometimes when you add too much in it, like it's hard to read. Like we're looking at it kind of a smaller, so it's not quite.
I think like it's kind of like dated. The stroke is.
Yeah, exactly. I like this one. Yeah, this
I
is
have
definitely
no
an American.
idea about. And yeah, if you're not from America, you probably have no idea what we're talking about. And honestly, we don't really know what we're talking about.
Yeah, we're just kind of playing around. But we know these logos because we grew up in America
and football is huge.
Some of them have changed drastically, and other ones haven't really changed that much. So it's kind of fun to see, like in today's world, like 2025, where it kind of sits. Like, does it scale right? Does it look good on different backgrounds? Mm-hmm. That type of stuff. So it's fun. I don't know if other teams, I don't really keep up with like soccer teams across. Do they change their logos often, like NFL?
Probably not.
Because like I feel like between like the NFL, the NHL, the NBA, and all that, like they change their logos like all the time. Like there's always like a new logo every year.
Like it's very much a business.
Mm-hmm.
Go Colts! Now that's my team. I like because I like the Colts logo. I think it's cool. Like from a design standpoint, I think it's a cool logo.
I kind of maybe if I had more of a backstory, I would understand it. I just don't quite understand it. Okay, so the Kansas City Chiefs, is that supposed to be like the chief logo?
Like an arrow. Yeah. I mean,
it does fit.
It's okay, but it's not my favorite.
And they better lose. Mm-hmm. Well, they won the last 2 Super Bowls, right? So enough, right?
Enough. They're going for a 3.
All right, so this one, I was
Los Angeles Chargers.
Yeah, I was kind of confused.
So it's like a lightning bolt.
Yeah, I think if they have sometimes LA underneath it, I'm not sure. I don't know if it honestly looks like a toupee to me. You know what it looks like? It looks like Trump's hair. That's what it looks like.
I was literally going to say the same thing.
Now that I look at it,
looks like a toupee, kind of.
Yeah, it looks like a toupee.
I don't know. Like
Hold on. Let me see. Let me put the toupee on top of the Phoenix guy over here, or the look.
oh my god.
There you go. Look, put it on.
Oh my gosh.
It's a toupee. I don't know. It's supposed to look like I feel like if it's gonna be like a bolt,
It doesn't really
have it like
kinda,
angled like 45 degrees.
yeah,
or
it
something.
doesn't really look like a lightning bolt.
Yeah. I'll go E or D.
Yeah.
I'm going E. I don't know.
I don't really.
Now that I have visually seen it as a toupee, it will never come back. I'll never look at it as a bolt ever again. Yeah, this one I like because the Minnesota.
It's very literal.
Yeah. And I think that they've kind of changed it up a little bit over the years. I think they definitely have.
It's not my favorite. I think
I like Vikings.
okay.
Vikings are cool. It's like it reminds me of like metal music. So
yeah, I feel like they could incorporate more of like Minnesota stuff into it instead of just like making a Viking character. But I
they
mean,
can see.
Yeah, it works.
All right, so let's see. We have some. Yeah, so the teams in football, soccer tend to remain the same. Okay, that's cool. That's good to know. Yeah, I
know nothing about.
Go Birds.
About soccer.
Yeah, we as Americans we don't really watch it, and of course, you guys don't watch our American football.
Yeah, but I've always wanted to go to a soccer game. Because the fans, like, you think Philly fans are intense. Like, I feel like they're way more intense, and it's like way more fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true for sure. Yeah, I can't unsee it now. Damn it!
Oh my gosh! If it was like more orange.
Well, I feel like it needs. Oh yeah, really, really, really orange. But it's supposed to. If I'm thinking of like the Lightning, like the Tampa Bay Lightning hockey team, like it should be like angled, but maybe Charge is supposed to be like more horizontal, like someone's running. I don't know. I think it's one of the worst logos.
Yeah, I don't really.
Patriots.
Patriots. See, where like the Vikings is like more literal and like a character. I feel like with the Patriots, yeah, it's a character. You can tell what it is, but it combines a lot of like cool
elements,
and I like this one more.
The only thing that kind of always drove me crazy is why does it have to come down to like a triangle? Like why? I
think because it goes on the helmet and the helmet's round.
Okay, maybe they kind of designed it because well, I know like with the Eagles, for example, the helmet doesn't look. They don't put that on the side. It's like wings on the top, kind of like the thumbnail for this video.
They have more variety. Like and like they all of these teams, I'm sure, have like multiple versions of their logo, but this is the one that I feel like is most recognizable for the Patriots. And I like it.
To me, what I don't like is how it does come down to a point. Like I don't get like he has like a pointy chin. That's what I view it as. Okay. What would you say? A, B?
Yeah, like A or B.
We'll put up here in the B.
I like it.
So this feels like New Orleans.
This feels like New Orleans. I really like this one. I think this one's cool. If you've been to New Orleans, like,
yeah,
it has that feeling. It represents the city. I think it's really cool.
And as far as if they've changed it much, I'm not sure if they have. That doesn't really always matter.
Yeah, I don't think you have to change it if it works.
A or S?
Yeah, I would go A.
Okay, cool. Seahawks. Seattle.
Seahawks. This one's okay.
It's very like straight. That's the one thing I don't quite understand. Like why is it so flat?
Well, so you got mad because the Patriots one was curved, and then this one you're like, it's too flat.
Yeah, I know.
So, like you're all over the place.
That's the fun thing about logos, huh? But well, you kind of know what I'm saying though. Like, why is it so flat? Like, if you look at the Broncos right down here, it's got a nice arch. Mm. Like, I don't understand why it has to be so flat.
Because they're different. I like it. I think that one's cool.
We can put up here the Patriots. Sound good?
Yeah, it's cool. It's intimidating. It looks tough.
Now, I think the Broncos, like, because it kind of goes against everything I just not against, but it kind of, this would be a compromise in between like the Patriots and the Seahawks for me, where it's like it's a character. It doesn't have some weird shaped chin and it's not flat. I personally think the Broncos like an S or an A.
Yeah, I would give it. I like that one a lot.
Yeah,
I think that
I
one's
like
cool.
it because it's not just so flat like that.
Mhm.
I don't know, that Seahawks one just drives me crazy.
And it almost looks like a mountain in a way. Like if you just look at it quickly, like it kind of resembles a mountain, and it's in Denver where the Rocky Mountains are. So like I feel like there's like a lot of symbolism in it.
Yeah, so like an A, S,
I would give it an A.
A. Okay, cool. And then the star.
Dallas
So
Cowboys.
I didn't think about it until just now. I have a tattoo of a star on my wrist, and I don't have the white stroke. I have a black stroke. So
I
it's
like
just a star. It's like
I
the Lone
like the
Star State.
Yeah, I like the Cowboy because it represents Texas.
And what's funny is like when you, for some reason here in Philly, we're supposed to hate the Cowboys. It's like this whole thing. I don't know
Yeah, we hate the
why.
Cowboys.
We just hate the Cowboys for some reason. I don't know why.
Because Dallas sucks.
Dallas, the city's cool.
No, I like Dallas. I do like this logo. I think it represents.
I would go
Texas.
with a B. You say like an A.
Yeah, we can do B if you want.
Okay.
It's cool.
All
right.
God,
this one's trash.
Yeah, Cleveland Brown. I don't even want to. I don't even understand it. And she made a good point. She's like, "Why isn't it freaking brown?" Like,
I don't understand. Is it supposed to be their mascot a dog? I always thought it was a bear.
Well, we looked it up recently. What they're going to change it, right? I'm like,
I don't know. I think it's just a helmet, and it's not like cool at all.
The helmet, it's like literally a color swatch is what they're representing. It's literally just that color because they don't put the helmet on the helmet. It's just the orangish. Yeah, it's trash. I think this one is.
Yeah, that's my least favorite.
I always remember as like a kid too because we used to collect like all the helmets and stuff. Even back then, I was like, why is this team just this weird off color? Like, where is their logo? Like, I never understood it. Oh boy! And then this one isn't much better. This reminds me of like
Cincinnati Bengals.
This reminds me of like.
So it's Tony supposed to be like a tiger, like a Bengal tiger.
Yeah.
I feel like they could have incorporated more of like a tiger instead of a bee.
Yeah. That could be. Yeah, it's
not my favorite.
Let me think about it. Up here, most of them are, like a mascot, like a character.
Yeah.
There's only a handful, like the Cowboys. Yeah, I don't know. I think there's like a D.
Yeah.
I don't think
it's better than the Browns, but
yeah, exactly. I'd take a Brown. All right. Yeah. So in the UK, fans are intense. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to experience that because it looks so fun.
Yeah.
They would look like little turd balls running around at the helmet.
That is true. But they
need to redo.
Yeah, they're called the Browns. Like, you know what? Have the poop emoji then. Just go all in. If you're gonna call yourself the Browns,
could you imagine?
Just go all in on the Brown. There's no need to do this weird color. Yeah, I as a kid, like I said, I collected all the helmets, and I was like, some of them I can remember almost looking exactly the same.
That's so funny.
Yeah. All right. Well,
all right.
Where are we at for time? Okay.
We're almost done.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how long this video would be. Okay, this one you really don't like. I honestly forget they're a team half the time. That Carolina, you don't hear about this team very often.
Yeah, I don't know if they're very good.
And I'm wondering, since it's on the black background, it does kind of fade in.
I mean, it's kind of. I think it works. It's a panther. You can tell what it is.
If I turn off the background, because it is like almost the same background color.
Yeah, you can tell what it is. It's a panther. It looks cool and intimidating and strong. I don't know. It's not my favorite, but I don't hate it as much as some of the other ones.
It feels very 90s still, because they're definitely in the 90s. We had more like strokes and different like gradients. Like the 90s was kind of odd when it came to graphics, and I feel like it's still kind of stuck in the 90s a little bit, like too much detail in it.
I would give it like a C.
Yeah,
it's not
C or D.
My favorite, but I think it's all right.
Yeah. All right, the Bills. I don't think they've changed much. They've kind of always had the.
I think it's pretty cool. I like it. You can tell it's a buffalo.
Yeah. Like a C maybe.
Yeah.
B or C. All right, so All right, this is what I was trying to reference. Okay, you see the Seahawk is just completely flat.
Mm-hmm.
Why doesn't it have like that, like the feathers, like make it more organic? Like I feel like it's just I don't know. I'll go back to the Seahawks and make fun of them. You know what? I can't do this. I can't keep it here. It's got to go down here.
Okay.
No, I'm just I'm having fun here.
This is
I'm passionate about the Seahawks because I'm like this is how it should look.
But I don't like the fact that they have a B for. I don't think they need the B for Baltimore in it. I think they could just make like an I.
Because it still has the eyeball right here, so it's like that was our very first. We had the same comment: was the B is not necessary really.
Mm-hmm.
It should just kind of be without the B. I don't know what else to say. I'm like, I would give this a C.
Okay.
Or what do you think? B.
Yeah. I like it more than some of the other ones.
Like more than the Seahawks.
Yeah, I do.
The Bears.
Yeah, this one. I mean, it's very iconic.
Yeah, it reminds me of like the Yankees. Like
it's good brand. Like everybody knows this logo.
And I guess that was like the main thing back years ago, like decades ago. A lot of them were like, let's do the football logo, right? Because that's what San Francisco was probably going for. The Jets. This. I never really analyzed NFL logos until just recently. I was like, oh yeah, there's a lot of like football reference. So
well, yeah.
Like the football itself, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's iconic. Like you
know what? Hold on, let me try something real quick.
What?
If I rotate this and I rotate it like that, how much will it look like the Colts? I'm just curious. No, the Colts was a little bit wider because I was like, it kind of reminds me of the Colts, but flipped.
I like this one. I mean, they could maybe, since it's the Chicago Bears, incorporate like a bear into it, but I don't really. I don't think they really need to. I think that it's just like simple, classic, timeless, all the good things. I like this one.
B?
Yeah, I would say B or A.
Okay. Yeah, I think B sounds good. Yeah. All right. So the Falcons. So my high school, the icon or the mascot was a falcon. So I'm like, really? It's always looked just like the Atlanta Falcons here. So
it's an F, and it's a bird.
Hold on, where do you see F?
Like that looks like an F.
Oh, right here. So that's the top.
Yeah.
Oh, I never. You know what? I never really noticed. when you kind of look at it from different perspective, yeah. Or
like to me, like the first thing I notice is not a falcon. I notice the F shape. So, I mean, obviously, I know it's a bird, it's a falcon, but like I think that's kind of cool that they were able to incorporate both things into it.
Yeah,
it's kind of hard to tell what it is because of the stroke.
Yeah, that's funny.
You kind of have to look at it and be like, "Oh, yeah, now I see it."
Yeah,
you know?
It's funny because sometimes the strokes are a bit much. I didn't realize it until just now. Like this one has a stroke. The Houston up here.
Yeah, but I think it works because the flag, it's the Texas flag.
I see.
Like I think it's well done. Like this one is like, there's a lot going on.
What are you thinking? CD.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then the last one is the
Arizona Cardinals.
You know what? I'm just now thinking about it. There's a lot of birds.
There is.
Why is there so many damn birds in the NFL? So
because birds are kind of creepy and intimidating.
Let's count the birds. So we got 1, the Eagles. Where else is a bird? We got
the Falcons,
2, 3, 4.
Ravens, yeah.
So there's 5 birds in the NFL.
Yeah.
And they all look extremely different. I personally think out of all of them, this one is cool. Like I like the shape of it. It doesn't have this weird flat like the Seahawks. It doesn't have this extra logo in the middle. I would give this an A or B.
Yeah, I like this one. Out of all the
birds,
the bird logos, I think honestly that one's the best.
Yeah.
Because it's simple, and my personal preference is like the simpler the better.
Yeah.
I think it's more versatile.
We're going with this. I know the Seahawks. I was passionate about getting them down here. But look at that. All the birds are in the same row right here, besides
the Eagles and the Falcons.
And then you know what? They're the same one. You can flip this bad boy, and it would work. You can't flip the Ravens with that B in it,
right?
And
I mean, you could flip the Seahawks.
Yeah.
And you could flip the Falcons, but then it wouldn't look like an F.
Yeah,
But
because that's one thing that you have to, if you're going to be doing logos, like that's something that Barb does. It's like you got to be able to flip it. Like you can't flip the Bucks. That's going to look weird. Let me see what the Bucks looks like if you flip it.
I mean, you could, but okay, I mean, it still works.
Yeah, I guess it kind of works a little bit. I didn't think it would look like that, but yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, there's certain ones that you can't at all.
Oh, you know what? I had his comment up here the whole time. My bad. Okay, so yeah, if birds were bigger,
yeah, birds are kind of especially owls. Owls are so freaking scary.
Yeah.
They're so cool though. I love owls. Like I feel like a sports team should
have an owl.
Well, Temple in Philly, they're
like
the
a
owls.
creepy owl, like not like a friendly owl, like a mean owl. Yeah.
Eagles are kind of scary too.
Yeah. Cool. So I think that yeah, we're back on video here. So yeah, that was fun. We had a little glitch in the beginning, but that's
what happens when you go live.
Yeah,
it's okay.
My God, when doing live is a whole other level of stress. Let me tell you, like honestly, minutes leading up to this, we had her laptop up here, and it just crumbled because her laptop's almost 10 years old. And we opened up Photoshop and this stream, and it crawled. So I had to open up this older computer.
We figured it out.
Yeah, no, it's crazy how streams are fun. So yeah, we're gonna do a whole new setup eventually. So
yeah, we're doing some improvements, and bear with us as we get things figured out. This is a whole new territory for us.
Yeah.
This year, so
a little glitches here and there, but yeah, if you want to download that tier maker thing, I created that because I couldn't really find a good one online that was free. So in the description, you could see if you sign up for our free resources, you can sign up for it. It's our newsletter. You're going to get an email, and it tells you where to download it. So yeah, I figured just create one because I didn't want to use. If you go to the tier maker website, it's very much ads everywhere, and it's like real clunky. I didn't want to deal with it. Yeah. Less stress. That's funny.
Yeah, I try to do things that are more stress free.
Yeah, here's David. Yeah, it's
things love to go wrong. Yes, it absolutely.
Well, in this case, I didn't know this, but when I switch over my screen, the audio I have to keep the video running in the background. I was trying to keep the resources lower on the computer, but it's all connected to the stream, not to the share. I had no idea. If it wasn't for Al telling us, we would have done this whole thing.
Thank you, Al.
Yeah, if you're still on. Yeah, so let us know if there's any other tier ones you want to do. I like doing it. I thought it was kind of cool.
Yeah, it was something different, something more fun.
Yeah.
We do a lot of web design videos. We're trying to branch out, do more stuff regarding branding and some of the other things that we do. So expect different types of videos on the channel.
Yeah,
for sure.
So this is our final. This is our verdict, right?
Final verdict. Okay.
I think so.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, this is not any scientific.
No. Especially with me and the Seahawks, I couldn't get over the Seahawks and the Patriots. I was like,
but we're just having some fun, and yeah. Well, we're gonna be taking a little bit of a break from doing the live streams and the videos. Taking a little vacation, so you might not see
warmer weather.
Yeah, you might not see us for a few weeks, but we'll be back.
Yeah. All right, cool. All right, we
have a great weekend. Enjoy the Super Bowl. If you're watching it, go Birds.
Yes.
Don't root for Kansas City.
Yeah, they win too damn much. We deserve a win.